Welcome back to Bed 10, y'all. Just got done, Ross, washing the Kubota disc mower off. So I figured we'd do a quick 1 year review on it. Well, not really 1 year, 1 season. So we're done with it for the year. I think we're done with it. Well, maybe something else comes up. We're about to put her up though. Act like we're done with it. So I bought this DM2028 Kubota DM2028 here back in April of this year, March this year sometime, time frame. Kubota disc mower, 9-foot cut. I'm currently running it on, so to let everybody know, in case you haven't known, I'm running on a M5091 Kubota, like a 95 horsepower tractor, 100 horsepower tractor, something like that. So I bought this truck, this cutter this year. We've ran it through about 400 acres in total. Is how much acreage it's seen this year. Honestly, my son, the 15-year-old, has run it more than I have. He's probably cut 300 out of those 400 acres. So we've run it pretty good. Put some acres on her. So let's talk about what I like and don't like about it. Let's just start with a couple things I don't like real quick. It's a little odd hooking this thing up. I'm used to we've been running a Agco disc mower, running a Coon disc mower, on a couple other off-brand disc mowers. So this one's hooked up right now. So she's hooked up, as you can see. As you see, your PTO shaft has a hard angle on it here. You can see it better there, because you have to set it far this way. I don't really like its hard angle. Let's go about this PTO shaft. Seems to run fine, but it's just I like a straight PTO shaft. You're putting unnecessary stress on the U-joints. I feel like that's a personal preference for me. When we set this one to set on the M5, we set her here, so we have one hole showing here and 3 holes showing over there. Again, don't really like it. That's personal preference though, so it seems to cut fine with it. But you have to do that to run your skid here under this tire. If I don't set her that far to that side, my skid runs over here, and I got to run the tractor farther to the left. So I run it like that, just keep my skid here under his tire, so I can keep his tire next to the hay I've cut. I mean, you could probably run it farther over, but you don't have to run the tractor farther to the left cutting hay. Run it like that all year, no problem. Seems to run fine. String on my stop here. So this is your stop. This is your lock here. String. So it's getting a little wear on it. This string has broke on me 2 times, not 3. So we've had to adjust that string down a little bit, just because it seems to wear right here and here. And it seems to wear. So we've had to change it, cut that string back a couple times. And that's probably the only thing I really don't like about it. I mean, it's just a little aggravating thing, nothing major. It's run good so far this year. We have had no major issues out of it. I have found a couple of kinks with this thing. Now this thing is made, you see, it sets back farther, so you can fold this mower up and not have to fold a tarp up. That's what it's designed for. So I'm going to the field, going to the next field. I'm not going down the road, that's folded up. I ain't got to fold my tarp up. I fold it up, go down the driveway, go to the next field, which I like. I hate getting out and folding my tarp up to go down the driveway. Aggravates me. I want to stay in the tractor. Going down the road is fine, but I don't want to go do it from field to field. As you notice, she's a little beat up right here. Okay, now, how did that get that way? Well, it ain't the tire. I thought at first it was the tire. It's not the tire. What happens when you fold this thing up, she's got a little flop in her. So you see, she moves a little bit. You fold her up, it flops back. Look, little orange paint right there. That flops over and hits here and dents it a little bit. So I think it's adjusted itself enough now. It ain't gonna adjust anymore. But I mean, it is what it is. It just that tarp flops a little bit. Going smooth around ain't no big deal. We've got more cautious now about how we when we drive with it folded up, just because of that. I don't want it just beats it up a little bit. See here. Cutter wise, good cutter. This is a 3-disc cutter, which I have never run a 3-disc cutter. As you see, it's got paint wore on where it's been run. It's run good. Blades, I like the blades are reversible. So that blade right there, you can flip it over, run it the other side. So when it gets dull, you just flip it. You need to, which I like, because if I bend this in the field or something, which I've done before, hit a rock and bend the blade, I just take a nut off. As long as I don't bend it too bad, I just flip that blade over and run her. And that's what I usually do. Now this blade looks brand new because it's new, and that was new. We hit a culvert the other day. I bent 2 blades about every day to replace them. But these blades here, so that blade up there has about 200 acres on it. That's your wear on it on about 200 acres right there. That edge right there. So it ain't too bad. It seems to be wearing pretty good. No big deals with that. Seems to be going pretty good. This does not have the quick attach blades on it. And don't get quick attach blades if you get a Kubota disc mower. And the reason for that is this deck here, I've just pressure washed this deck and it's wet. But you get a buildup on this deck here. Okay? Which ain't that big a deal, it seems like. But it can be. I noticed it this week, first time. We ran it about 4 days. Pretty solid. Then before we messed anything with it. But you'll get a buildup on this deck. It'll build up enough. It actually, if you're not careful, it'll touch the bottom of these blades here. And it's not on each side. So like this is your cut side where the grass runs off. It pulls it through here, pulls it through here. So it looks like your buildup is on this side here every time where these blades aren't cutting yet. So you get a buildup on this one. That one will have a buildup. This one will have a buildup. No buildup on that one. Buildup on this one. Now when I say buildup, as you see there's a little bit right there where I didn't get y'all off with pressure washer. It gets pretty thick. And I noticed that this week we had some blades that looked like they were close to touching, and it was about a ½ inch thick, maybe. So a pretty significant buildup. Wasn't a big deal. We took a scraper and knocked it off within about 2 minutes before we started again. It came off pretty easy, and I pressure washed the deck good. Well, a while ago before we get ready to put it up. And we'll go oil and grease are good here in a second before we put it up too, so we'll get everything clean. The reason I say that, if you have the quick attach blades, that quick attach sits under this here, and it will drag. It's what I've been told. Also, if that gets built up too much, I have seen people fuss about that buildup getting too thick, and it actually bogs the mower down. You don't realize it. Your tractor's strong enough to pull it, but it runs hard enough on tractor starts getting hot. You'll turn it, but it'll start dragging. So watch your deck. Keep your deck clean on that with those. And again, I don't know what's causing that yet. I've just run 400 acres, and I've just noticed it in the last 50 acres. I noticed it, so not sure what's causing that yet. I don't know if it's the way I got it set up, or if we got into hayfield pretty early this week. We were going out, we started cutting them with still had a dew on the ground. So I don't know if it's a dew on the ground causing it to stick more. We have been early this spring. We were waiting until about this time of the day till the grass was dry before we started cutting. So we started cutting a little earlier this fall, and it may have been us. It may have been us cutting it a little earlier, and the grass had a dew on it, which I know it was wet, and it was sticking and clumping up. And then once it started, it's like a lawnmower deck. It just builds up. So don't know yet. We'll have to play with that next year and figure out, see what happens. Only other problems I've had with this cutter is I've had a couple bolts the first week work loose, which you always do on something new. I tighten them up, no big deal. Just a couple of these, I think it's a couple of these bolts here that works loose. Everything else seems to be staying tight pretty good. I have broke my swather blade, or swather, I think I call it a swath blade. So this blade is broke. It's supposed to have a stick on it, which you see here, it's not. So what's happened is these plates have worked loose right there. Okay, and when these bolts work loose, it's come down and bent around, and I set this mower down while it's bent down, not noticing it, bent this blade up. As you see, this is bent up right here, and then it bent this spring bolt We beat it back together, and there's a video of me beating it back together, but this spring bolt eventually broke and pulled through, and this is now welded back together for now and back on there like it is, but it is bent, as you see. She's bent right there. See here, grease wise, oil wise, no leaks on her this year. She hadn't leaked any fluid. She's run good. Besides, and I hadn't thrown any blades, hadn't thrown a blade one this year. The blades did not work loose. Only problem we had with the blades was that one that we hit a culvert with this week, and we swapped them out. It's fine. And I think that's about it with it. This rope, it comes with a rope on it to pull up. Now your rope will just be a rope, so I don't like just a rope in the cab. So I've come back and cut me a piece of PVC pipe and made a small handle, so I got something to pull on with it, just to pull that up. Hooking up and unhooking wise, it seems to work pretty good once you realize there's a pattern to it. For instance, the pattern is you have a foot here, and you have a parking lock here, or stand, I guess you want to call it. I don't know what you call it. Pattern is you lower this thing all the way down, leave this up so it sits all the way down. You'll pull your lock up here, flip this over into place. He'll sit over here with it all the way down. Pick it back up, put your stand down, and then set her down and unhook it. So there's a pattern to it. And same way to hook it back up is you have to hook it up, pick your foot up. Once your foot's picked up, you set it all the way back down, and then this will unlock. Or set it all the way down, pick it up, and this will unlock. So a bit of a pattern hooking it up. Ain't that big a deal. Couple grease fittings on it. Of course, your universal joint, your PTO shaft's got some grease fittings on it. I found they're a little easier to grease before you hook it up, because you got a little move in there. You got a grease fitting here and here and here, then a couple spray oil spots. Besides that, it's just ran really good this year. Haven't had a problem out of it. I mean, it's been a good cutter. I think the only real problem anybody I've seen has about it is a buildup on a deck, and honestly, if you watch that, I scraped you off with a pocket knife in 2 or 3 minutes and went on. And it's not between, again, it's not between every plate. It's not between on every side. It's just on a side that is not pulling the grass across. It looks like when it pulls the grass across, it cleans off, but the side that's not pulling grass across, that's actually spinning before it cuts, is where you're getting your buildup at, which makes sense because there's nothing on the deck rubbing it off every time. So I'm sure something you can probably do about that, but that's for me to worry about right now. Besides that, she's running good. No problem with it. Would I buy it again? Probably. So it's been a good cutter. I would get another one if I had to go pick one again. I got a good local dealership, Browns, here in Loretto, Tennessee. Has been great with parts. Blades are pretty reasonably priced for when I bought some blades. I bought a spare set of blades and bolts when I bought the cutter, just because you never know when you throw a blade. Like I hit one, and you never know when you need to change bolts. So I bought a spare set of bolts and blades when I bought it, just to have them. Didn't buy any extras, didn't buy no taller slides for anything, but it's just basically a standard hay cutter. Like I said, it works good. I do like a breakaway fixture on it, and let's not talk about the breakaway. It's got an automatic breakaway on it, so it does break, which is the breakaway on it is here, I think. Yeah. So like a lot of cutters, when you hit something, it breaks back, so it doesn't break the cutter, break the bar, break something. With this one, it automatically, when you kick back, it automatically closes itself back up, which is nice. Does spook you sometimes if you're running pretty quick, it will slam back forward. But it's nice the fact it breaks away and you ain't got to stop and back the tractor up and relock it. It'll actually lock itself back forward. So kind of handy. I do like that about it. I guess anybody knows a tip on this deck, keeping this deck clean, drop a comment in there. Because I'll figure out something out, but I ain't seen nothing yet with it. And you got any questions? Ask them. I'll try to answer. Like I said, we got about 400 acres on it. We're about to put her in a barn for a year, or put her in a shed, because I think we're done with it. Unless something else comes up, we're going to assume we're done with it. We're going to put it up and let her sit in the shed for the winter, out of weather. Anyway, appreciate you guys joining us. As always, good Lord willing, we'll catch you on the flip side. Till next.